God's advice today. God is sending many signs, but it seems like you are ignoring all of them. So please do not ignore this video, as it is a message from God's heart to bless your life today. Before we continue, please leave your like so that more people can be reached by this message, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive more videos like this. Don't ignore this video and stay until the end. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and the second best manifestation offer in the world. God said, "My dear child, I know there are moments when your heart, even while trying to remain steadfast, gets lost in silent distractions that steal the brightness of faith. It's not rebellion, but rather small daily concessions that numb the soul and weaken spiritual sensitivity. You might continue praying, serving, speaking about me, and still be distant, like someone walking with their feet, but not with their heart. That's why today I call you with love, awaken. Turn your eyes back to what is eternal. Allow your spirit to be reignited by my living presence. I am not looking for perfection in you, but sincerity. I don't demand great deeds, only a heart that truly desires me. Are you seeking a deep spiritual change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Imagine attracting wealth and abundance in less than a week, while blessings pour over you daily. It all starts with a simple 1-minute prayer. To discover how this technique can transform your reality, click the link in the first comment. Every step you take on this journey not only blesses you but also supports our channel and the dedicated team bringing this valuable content to you. Don't wait any longer to begin this journey of spiritual and material transformation. Click now to learn more and start your path toward a fuller and more abundant life. I know how easy it is to fall into the routine of faith, where everything looks right on the outside, but inside there is no freshness anymore. I want all of you, not out of obligation, but out of love. I want you to seek me not because you must, but because you long to. You don't need to fear starting over, for starting over is a sign of courage, not of failure. Remember my promise in Isaiah chapter 30 verse 15, "In quietness and in confidence shall be your strength, but you would not." Even so, I offer you once more this path, quietness and trust in me. I come not with demands, but with a loving invitation. Return to me in truth, and everything around you will find new meaning. You were not made for superficiality, but for fullness. Comment, "I believe the miracle I'm waiting for is very near." I am not calling you to pain, but to truth, and yes, sometimes truth hurts before it sets you free. Many who walk with me end up lost in an automated faith, where the heart no longer feels and the spirit no longer burns. But you, my son, my daughter, were created for a living faith, one that beats with purpose and awakens transformation. True connection with me isn't limited to rituals or isolated moments, but is a constant decision of surrender, of listening, of presence. I don't want to be remembered only when everything falls apart. I want to be part of your everyday breath. Don't let subtle distraction or routine lull your soul to sleep. The enemy doesn't always scream, sometimes he just whispers conformity. But I call you to awaken. As it is written in Romans chapter 13 verse 11, "And do this, understanding the present time. The hour has already come for you to wake up from your slumber, because our salvation is nearer now than when we first believed." Wake up. Live with intention. Dive deep. I want all of you, not out of fear, but out of love. There is more for you, and it is in me. Comment, "God's love is my shelter in difficult days." I saw every step you took, every choice made even when everything felt confusing and too heavy. Your effort to keep the faith, even when the path seemed dark, did not go unnoticed by me. You may think your walk was weak, slow, or even full of failures, but to me, every step you took toward the light, even trembling, was of great value. I know the battles no one else sees, the thoughts you face in silence, the tears never shed in front of others. I saw when you wanted to give up, but chose to stay. I saw your soul wait for me with hope, even without visible guarantees. That touched my heart deeply. Your silent perseverance is like a love song that rises to me. Your faith, even when small, carries immense weight before me. Don't despise what you've lived through. Every moment has a purpose, and no pain was in vain. I am working silently, preparing the right time for you to see the fruits that have already begun to sprout. I am still by your side, sustaining you. And today, I say to you with love, everything you endured is being turned into victory. Comment: God sustains me even when everything feels silent. Even when you thought you were alone, I was there. In every hidden tear, every whispered prayer, every unspoken cry, I was present. You may not have felt me in every moment, but that doesn't mean I was absent. Some of the pain you faced was not punishment, but seeds. In each one, I planted something new, a strength you didn't know you had, a maturity that could only grow in dry soil. My purpose was never to hurt you, but to strengthen you. I allowed certain burdens not to crush you, but to reveal the depth of the faith I placed in your heart. And you overcame. You grew, even when you felt like you were withering. Your soul was refined in silence. And now, I am preparing you for something new, a time when the burdens will give way to relief, when emptiness will be filled with presence, when lack will be transformed into abundance. The waiting season was not a wasted time. While you waited, many things were being aligned behind the scenes. People, opportunities, paths, resources, everything is being shaped for the right time. Maybe you think you're late, that your life didn't follow the path it should have. But I tell you, everything is within my plan. There was no wasted pain, no wasted effort. Every experience, even the ones that seemed like failures, is being redeemed and woven into a greater purpose. I am a God who turns wounds into gateways of healing. What hurt you today will become a bridge for others to walk on tomorrow. And you will be an answer. You will be a vessel. The promises that once seemed distant will begin to take shape. They won't be complete all at once, but the first signs are arriving. This is the beginning of a new season, a season of grace, of renewal, of a restart with deeper roots. Don't be afraid to embrace the new. Don't cling to what is behind. The time that's coming will be different. You will be different. Stronger. More whole. More sensitive to my voice. Did you know there is a powerful method to manifest money? This technique can transform your beliefs about reality at the deepest level of the subconscious mind, and it literally changed my life. We would like to invite you to experience this incredible technique. We believe that when you trust that God wants to manifest Himself in your life, you gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in unique and wonderful ways. Therefore, be open and confident as you seek His blessings and divine guidance, believing that He has a special plan for you. To support our channel and the team who work hard to bring this valuable content, we ask that you consider purchasing our product. Just click the link in the first comment to see how this technique can work for you too. Your purchase will not only help you manifest the life you desire, but will also allow us to continue sharing inspiring and transformative messages with more people. We appreciate your support and trust. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 and 6. Amid life's uncertainties, many are tempted to follow only what their eyes can see or what human reason can explain. However, the true journey of faith requires something much greater, a heart willing to trust fully in divine guidance, even when the path seems dark and the future uncertain. Just as the passage in Proverbs urges us, we need to abandon the temptation to rely solely on our own judgments and open space for God to lead our steps with wisdom and love. It is in this surrender that we discover a new kind of strength, one that does not depend on external circumstances but springs from the certainty of God's constant presence and care. He sees every small act of faith, every silent sacrifice, and every act of kindness done even when no one is watching. And for those who maintain this sincere connection, he promises to open doors and prepare paths beyond what we can imagine. Living this walk does not mean the absence of challenges or immediate comfort. Often, the path God sets for us involves moments of trial and waiting. But it is precisely in these moments that he works silently to prepare what is best, even if this is not immediately evident to us. True faith is not a fleeting hope but a deep conviction that God is in control, even when the storm seems unending. He not only walks beside us but also protects, sustains, and directs our decisions so that we align with the divine purpose for our lives. Every moment of doubt or difficulty can be transformed into a lesson, an opportunity for growth, and a demonstration of God's unfailing faithfulness. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. This promise God made to Jeremiah is an anchor for our souls. Even when everything seems to fall apart, when the voices of the world try to label, limit, or discourage us, we must remember that our value is not in the failures or circumstances we face but in the eternal plan God has for us. We are called to live with true hope, a hope that does not depend on luck, chance, or human opinions, but that arises from the certainty that our Creator knows us deeply and has a purpose for each of us. This hope strengthens us to continue, to resist fear, and to face adversity with courage. We are not alone on this journey. We are accompanied by the God who is our refuge and strength. It is natural for the world to try to define us by what we have been through or by the mistakes we have made, but God invites us to look beyond the past and see the future He has prepared. A future of peace, growth, and achievements aligned with our deepest calling. And for this to happen, we need to be attentive to His guidance, learning to listen to the gentle voice of the Spirit amidst the noise of daily worries. True wisdom is found in walking step by step, in harmony with God, neither rushing our decisions nor becoming paralyzed by fear. God's timing is perfect, and He works with infinite care, steering us away from paths that may seem good but can lead us away from our purpose. God's provision in our lives is not only for our comfort or personal benefit but has a greater purpose, to be a blessing to others. When He opens doors and places resources in our hands, it is so we can positively impact the world around us. We are called to be light, hope, and help for those in need, reflecting God's goodness and love in our daily actions. Thus, what we receive multiplies into blessings that go beyond ourselves. Genuine faith, even if small, has immense transformative power. It moves invisible mountains, breaks spiritual barriers, and generates changes we may not immediately notice but that deeply and lasting impact our journey. The walk of faith is also a journey of constant surrender. Every time we give up our own will to follow God's direction, we release supernatural power into our lives. We don't need to understand everything or control every step. Security is knowing that God is with us, guiding, protecting, and strengthening us. Even in silent moments, when it seems like nothing is happening, He is working behind the scenes, preparing the best for us. Patience and perseverance are essential virtues, so we do not give up prematurely. Therefore, remain firm, with an open heart and attentive to the small confirmations God sends daily. His presence is the greatest comfort, and His promise, the unshakable foundation for us to move forward with hope and confidence. Amid life's difficulties, many of us carry silent worries, fears that seem endless, and doubts that invade the mind without warning. It is in these moments of vulnerability that the need arises for a safe space to speak openly, without judgment, to name each pain and restlessness weighing on the heart. These conversations do not happen out of routine but are driven by the hope of finding relief, courage, or simply a steady presence. I have been with them in those moments, not offering empty promises, but real comfort that calmed the whirlwind of thoughts. Gradually, an inner clarity began to emerge, even before the external storm settled, because when someone finds a constant and unwavering presence, the strength to move forward grows, and doubts begin to lose their hold. It is on this path that many have discovered that, even when the steps are uncertain and challenging, they are not alone, because they reached out when needed and were supported by a power beyond the visible. There are moments when despair is born from the deep love for someone who gets lost in destructive routines, in addictions or habits that steal joy and hope. Seeing a loved one drift away, day after day, awakens an overwhelming feeling of helplessness, and the doubt about how to help can be paralyzing. In those periods of silence and tears, many sought refuge, crying out for guidance that did not come from the world but from the heart that never abandons. I heard those cries and walked alongside them, sending words of encouragement through others, breaking invisible chains that held those they loved captive. Restoration may not be immediate, but it is certain and constant, and through this process, families were transformed, not only saved from suffering but renewed in their very essence. For those crushed by the weight of debts, failure, or hopelessness, unexpected doors opened when they sincerely handed over their worries, and provision arrived in surprising ways. The wisdom to manage the little they had and the multiplication of blessings taught them that true trust generates abundance, even when everything seems scarce. Beyond external hardships, there are deep wounds in the heart caused by betrayals, rejections, and the painful feeling of invisibility. Many carry these silent hurts, doubting their own worth and questioning if anyone truly sees or loves them. But even in solitude, these hearts continued to seek me, and in the quiet of their rooms, I enveloped them with my presence, whispering truths that deny the lies they had accepted. Over time, I brought them to places of healing, where they found safety, purpose, and a new meaning for life. For those tormented by thoughts that stole their peace, who judged themselves irreparably broken, I offered daily renewal of the mind, guiding them to wise counsel and an inner strength that once seemed unreachable. And even those who seemed trapped, not only physically but spiritually, found freedom when they truly surrendered. I did not wait for their perfection, only for the moment their hearts turned to me, and in that instant, liberation and purpose blossomed, opening doors to a new life. Today, many of them carry the light of hope, so that others still feeling confined may find the path to freedom and peace. Many times life seems too heavy on your shoulders, doubts invade your mind, and the wounds of the past try to define who you are. But I want you to know, right now, that all this is not the end, but the beginning of something greater. I am working in you, even when you cannot see it, even when you do not feel my presence close. Believe, I am bringing good in unexpected ways, and when I bless you, do not forget that this blessing is a door to a greater purpose. You were not created to keep what I give you to yourself, but to be a channel of light and life to those around you. The blessing I place in you is a seed that will grow, bloom, and spread beyond what your human eyes can see. When you receive my care, you will begin to realize that your life is not just about you, but about the transformation you can bring to your family, your community, the world. Your story, even with its flaws and scars, does not disqualify you. On the contrary, your past serves to prepare and strengthen you, so you can walk with more courage, more humility, more compassion. I take everything that seemed broken in you and am turning it into something beautiful, a living testimony of my grace and my restorative power. You are called to break old cycles that have held your family or your own life captive for generations. I am positioning you to be the bearer of legacies of kindness, justice, and love. What you are experiencing today is just the beginning of a transformation that will impact not only you but many future generations. The change you are going through is real and inevitable. Do not resist it. Receive it as a gift, as a chance to start anew with renewed strength, new dreams, and a refreshed faith. I am with you every step of this journey, guiding, protecting, loving. Do not fear the unknown, for I am before you, clearing the way. Even if you cannot see the entire path, I see it, and I am faithful. My word will be your light and my spirit your constant guide. Your heart does not need to be filled with anxiety or fear because I am your refuge and your fortress. You are not stepping into chaos but into the fulfillment of my promises. Every challenge will be an opportunity for you to grow, every fall an invitation to rise stronger. You are being shaped for a purpose that transcends the difficulties of the moment. Finally, always remember that your identity is founded on my unconditional love. You are not defined by your weaknesses or by the mistakes of the past. You are defined by my grace, by my acceptance, and by my choice to call you my son, my daughter. Your life is a song of redemption and hope, a living testimony that even in the midst of struggles, true love never fails. Walk with confidence, knowing that I am with you, guiding your steps, sustaining your heart, and filling your life with purpose and peace. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If you liked it, please write Amen and share this message with someone who also needs to hear it. I invite you to click on the first comment where you will find a special prayer and the second best manifestation offer in the world. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.